started. Welcome back to the World News Channel. You're listening to Rex. In tonight's program, we'll be following the lives of Shirlee and Lewis. Shirlee and Lewis have been retired for 5 years now and have decided to become flexitarians. They have done this to increase their life expectancy and to live a healthier life. Shirlee has just turned 65 and Lewis is currently 67. A little background information on them includes that they have 2 children who have moved out of home and have their own families, and they've just discovered KJ's original bacon seasoning, which has had a pretty big impact on their lives. We have Laura out on the field today and she'll be following the lives of these flexitarian seniors, find out how Delicious is part of their everyday lives. Over to you, Laura.
Thanks, Rex. We've got Shirlee and Lewis behind us. As you can see, they spend a considerable amount of time exercising and socialising. Before we ask them some questions, let's see how they spend their day and hopefully we'll catch them using this incredibly popular bacon seasoning everyone's talking about.
Shirlee and Lewis, at their not so old age, love their daily routine. They often exercise in the park, say hello to familiars,
That's Phil! Hey Phil! How are ya? You look good!
Oh honey, I'm tired. Let me take a rest.
Sure, honey. Let's go.
sit down and relax, and head off to play bingo.
This is nice.
Oh, do you reckon it's time to go play bingo?
What time is it? Oh, I do think it's time to go bingo. Let's go, honey. Let's follow them to the next part of their day. We're now in the couple's home to find out more about their flexitarian lifestyle. How do you guys maintain a flexitarian diet and what sort of food products do you look for?
Well, Lewis and I were watching Shark Tank one day and this brilliant invention was presented in front of our eyes.
Flexitarians are conscious of their health and think it is important to consume a mostly plant-based diet to reduce their intake of meat and highly processed foods. Enjoying healthy alternatives to processed foods is a huge part of their day-to-day lives. In this case, Shirlee and Lewis have stumbled across KJ's bacon seasoning. They use this as a replacement to a lot of meats, and it is working very well for them.
I found out that this vegan bacon seasoning is low sodium, low fat, and low in calories, and I was sold. I've never seen any other product that offers something like this, something that tastes like meat.
Yeah, I also saw it on the newspaper.
What do you guys use the seasoning on?
So Lewis and I cook together a lot, and I mean a lot. We love putting it on our vegetables because it helps us reduce our meat consumption.
I use it on my lettuce to make it taste like bacon. I mean, I'm flexitarian after all.
Yes, Lewis, you better not eat any meat behind my back, you cheeky boy.
That's nice. How do you get a hold of this stuff?
Well, I got this bacon seasoning from the Delicious website. I paid through my wife's PayPal.
Hey! Well, it's so much safer. Everyone knows PayPal.
I use PayPal too. What happens when you run out of this bacon seasoning?
We chuck it in the bin.
Well, we buy another one to replace it after my wife chucks it in a bin. And sometimes, we buy 2 at a time. Because they have a shelf life of 12 months.
Well, thanks Shirlee and Lewis for that insightful piece of information. As Laura is also an expert in marketing, we're going to head over to her office and ask her a few questions to see whether or not Delicious could market their product in any other way towards this demographic. Hi again, Laura. What strategy do you think Delicious could implement to alter people's perception?
I think a celebrity endorsement will help alter people's perception.
Who will endorse Delicious bacon seasoning?
Shirlee and Lewis fall under the empty nesters 2 category. Matt Preston would be a good candidate for those aged 64 to 75, as they are more receptive to middle-aged influences as opposed to those close to their age or much younger. This demographic values family, health and socializing the most. Delicious should play on these factors to help grab their attention.
Sweet! What kind of learning strategies could you use to influence this demographic?
The most effective way to influence this demographic would be through vicarious learning. Consumers will see an established food critic enjoying and using the bacon seasoning, which will make them want to purchase it.
What else can be done to motivate this demographic?
In this case, their motivation will relate to McGuire's psychological motives. Delicious could target effective growth motives, more specifically their need for modelling. This need reflects a tendency to base one's behaviour on that of others.
How will this change their attitude and behaviour towards this product?
By changing the cognitive component of their attitude, we can alter their behaviour. Choosing an established food critic such as Matt Preston to endorse Delicious' original bacon seasoning will give the impression that the product is of a high standard, taste and quality.
Well, I hope Delicious uses the strategies that you've come up with. Thanks for that, Laura. We'll catch you in the next one.
Thanks for having me. Bye.
I'd like to say a massive thank you to both Shirlee and Lewis for letting us check out their flexitarian lifestyle. Through this, we have found out there are many alternatives to consuming foods that are similar to meat, one being the consumption of delicious bacon seasoning. Not only is this product of low sodium and tasty, it is also vegan, which is very attractive towards this demographic, as we observed today. We also found that consumers such as Shirlee and Lewis of the Empty Nest 2 demographic could find this product more easily through marketing techniques. Laura discussed the uses of vicarious learning and celebrity endorsement. These could boost Deliciou's income and again work well with this demographic. That concludes today's report. Enjoy your day. This is Rex signing off.